पॉलिसी बाजार पर 1 करोड़ रुपए का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस केवल 450 रुपए महीने से शुरू। वाव!
Hello and welcome to News at this hour. I am your host Rika Roy. First, the headlines. The aviation regulator tells airlines to get serious about unruly passengers or else face action. The woman who was urinated on says that Shankar Mishra, her co-passenger, begged for forgiveness, says he has a family, but Mishra's company doesn't wait. He has been sacked. In 2 years, the first of many foreign universities could be in India. The University Grants Commission says they don't have any intention of interfering in the education these colleges provide except in exceptional cases. The election for the post of mayor in Delhi is delayed after Aam Aadmi Party and BJP councillors physically target each other in a complete meltdown. More than 500 homes in Joshimath have now got cracks. The town is sinking. Exclusive ground report on NDTV. Here is our top story. Shankar Mishra, the banker who urinated on a co-passenger on an Air India flight from New York to Delhi, has now been sacked by his company, Wells Fargo. Mishra, who remains missing, faces multiple charges and is yet to be arrested. This on a day in which the aviation regulator sternly warned airlines to get serious about violent passengers or face serious action. In a letter to the airlines, the regulator has issued an advisory on unruly passengers. It has said get serious about unruly passengers or invite enforcement action. Non-action, inappropriate action has tarnished image of air travel. They also said pilot in command responsible for assessing if cabin crew can control the situation or not. They've also said that the pilot should use restraining devices when all conciliatory approaches fail.
According to our sources in the Delhi police, the last known location of Shankar Mishra was Bangalore. According to our sources, his sister lives there, and that's where he had gone to Bangalore to meet his sister. And after meeting his sister, he has gone absconding, he has gone missing, and that's where a team has been camped in Bangalore itself to locate him. Not just in Bangalore, and also one more team has also been sent to Mumbai, where his father lives. So 2 teams have already been dispatched to both these places, and both the teams have got in touch with the sister and also a father. And what we are being told is that both sister and father have assured the Delhi police that they will be cooperating with the investigation, and then they would be conveying any, if at all, if they get any information about the whereabouts of Shankar Mishra. And keeping that aside, the Delhi police is also not taking any chance because he is working in an MNC, and that's where the Delhi police has also opened a lookout circular to prevent him from fleeing the country. But what we are being told is that the Delhi police, despite him switching off his mobile after going to Bangalore, but our sources say that they have got some concrete leads on the location or the whereabouts of Shankar Mishra, and they are working on it, though they don't want to reveal what kind of leads that they have got, the nature of the leads. But what we are being told is that it has something to do with the virtual lead, and that's where they are working on it, and very soon they are hopeful that they will be catching Shankar Mishra.
But what exactly happened on that Air India flight? We have these details.
After a drunk passenger urinated on a woman flyer in the business class of an Air India flight last year, the crew brought the man to her seat and forced her to face him as he apologized and begged to be spared arrest, documents have revealed. The woman wrote to the Air India group chairman on November 27th, the day after the incident on the New York-Delhi flight, but Air India filed a police complaint only on January 4th at 12 noon. This is what the FIR has revealed against the offender, Mumbai businessman Shankar Mishra. Now, the woman has detailed her appalling experience in her letter to Air India, which is part of the FIR. She said when she complained to the crew that her seat, clothes, bags and shoes were soaked in urine, the flight staff refused to touch them. Instead, they sprayed her bag and shoes with disinfectant and gave her a set of pajamas and socks. When she asked for a change of seat, she was told that no seats were available, though another passenger said that they were. She also added that the flight crew told her that the pilot vetoed giving her a seat in first class instead. This is after she's been urinated on. The woman also says she demanded Shankar Mishra's arrest immediately on landing, but the crew told her he wanted to apologize and brought him to her instead. Now, the woman on the Air India flight said she stated clearly that she did not want to interact with the man who had urinated on her or see his face. She specifically said she wanted for him to be arrested on arrival. However, the crew brought the offender before her against her wishes, and they were made to sit opposite each other in the crew seats, believe it or not. She expressed that she was stunned when he started crying and profusely apologizing to her, begging her not to lodge a complaint against him because he said he's a family man and didn't want his wife and child to be affected by this incident. Now, the woman says that in her already distraught state, she told the accused that his actions were inexcusable, but in the face of his pleading and begging in front of her, the woman writes that she found it difficult to insist on his arrest or to press any charges against him. Now, the airline also disclosed her phone number and passed it to Shankar Mishra so that he could pay for her shoes and dry cleaning, which she said she returned as she did not want the money. Now, she said in her letter that the Air India crew was deeply unprofessional, failed to protect the safety and dignity of the passengers, and did not show any good judgment about how much alcohol to serve a passenger on board, and was not proactive in handling a sensitive and traumatic situation. Now, what exactly has Air India said in its rebuttal? Well, the CEO, Campbell Wilson, has written to the staff asking them to report improper behavior on flights at the earliest, even if the matter appears to have been settled. The repulsion felt by the affected passenger is totally understandable, and we share her distress, is what the CEO wrote in an internal memo.
Now, here's a tweet from Shankar Mishra's lawyer. He said, lady in her message condoned alleged act, showed no intention to file a complaint. He also says a WhatsApp chat shows accused got clothes bagged, cleaned and delivered. The lady's persisting grievance was only with respect to compensation. And he also says that Shankar Mishra agreed on money to be paid via Paytm. On December 19th, the woman's daughter apparently returned the money to them. The statements by cabin crew say no witness to the incident is there, only hearsay evidence. Settlement reached between two sides affirmed in cabin crew's statements. After sparking a row, the Rajasthan Anti-Corruption Bureau has taken back its controversial order. In its previous order, the DG of Rajasthan Anti-Corruption Bureau had instructed officials not to reveal the name or show a picture of anyone caught by the ACB in decoy operations for corruption. The government came under attack from its own MLAs and ministers. The Chief Minister, who also holds the home portfolio, stepped in and took back the order. Joining me on the show at this hour is my colleague Harsha Kumari Singh on this story. Harsha, so it took the Chief Minister to step in for this order to be taken back.
Well, it appears to have been passed by the new DG of the Anti-Corruption Bureau, who just taken charge in the first week of January, Mr. Hemant Priyadarshi. And this order, which was passed on the 4th of January, created a lot of controversy in Rajasthan. The opposition BJP attacking the Congress, saying that they're going to be shielding the corrupt by not revealing the name or the photograph of that person. Though, of course, the department and the designation could have been revealed. And the logic behind this order, according to the ACB, was a Supreme Court ruling. But having investigated it, having looked at it closely, the Chief Minister stepped in, and now order has been passed today on the 6th of January, saying that the earlier order has been taken back. So clearly it took the Chief Minister's intervention to have the DG of the Anti-Corruption Bureau withdraw that controversial order.
Thank you, Harsha. Thank you very much for joining us with that report. Now, with land continuing to sink in parts of high-altitude town of Joshimath in Uttarakhand, the district administration has launched relief and rescue operations in the area. Tourists have been banned from staying in hotels damaged by land subsidence. Now, a team of experts and scientists have been stationed at Joshimath for conducting a house-to-house survey on 7th of January. More families will be evacuated and shifted to safer locations. All development projects including NTPC plant, Badrinath master plan, Char Dham road project have been stopped with immediate effect until further orders. The roads to Oli have been closed as well. Tanushri Pandey joins us at this hour on that story. Tanushri, you've been in that area for a while now, extensively visiting some of the houses, talking to people there. Tell us what's the latest.
Well, what we are learning right now, the very latest is, Rika, that a team of NDRF has been deployed by the Uttarakhand government. The team has already reached Joshimath and they will be stationed here all night, also tomorrow. Other than that, a team of experts and scientists have also been sent by the Uttarakhand government. They are stationed here at Joshimath. They are conducting a house-to-house survey and they will continue that tomorrow morning to assess the situation and to basically, basically calculate as to how many families have to be shifted to safer locations and what kind of what is the graveness of the situation on the ground. And as you rightly mentioned, all roads going to Oli has been closed. Oli is just about 20 kilometers from Joshimath and it's a hill station. It opens in mid-January, which is a peak tourism season there because it Oli experiences snow. But all roads going to Oli have been closed as of now, and all development projects, including the NTPC plants, which the residents are saying is one of the biggest reasons for this kind of a land subsidence which is witnessed in Joshimath. So that plant has been completely stopped by the Uttarakhand government. Other than that, the Badrinath master plan, which is been ordered by the central government, the Char Dham road project, have also been halted for the meanwhile with immediate effect until further orders. Also, what is expected tomorrow is that the Uttarakhand Chief Minister will be visiting Joshimath himself to keep a stock of the situation, and more families will be evacuated to safer situations. This is the safer locations. It's going to be a difficult and a tough night because many families, Rika, in a chilly weather, and the temperature right now is 1 degree Celsius. It can drop to minus as well. And in this situation, many families are on the streets because they are very scared as to when their house starts developing cracks or their house might completely sink, collapse, and that owing to that kind of a fear, people are living on the streets with the help of a smoldering fire. That is, that's what they are doing at this point of time. So let's really hope and pray that situation remains under control.
Tanushri, take care of yourself. Well, we do understand that it's very cold there in Joshimath and there's a lot of anger and anguish among the residents who are there, and many of their houses have been damaged. We'll of course have to wait and see how many of them have to be shifted to a safer location tomorrow. On to another story. For the first time, foreign universities will be able to set up their campuses in India. The University Grants Commission has released draft regulations and hope that first such institutions will be set up within 2 years, a move that would benefit lakhs of students, though at the moment there is still no clarity on how much a degree from any of these foreign universities will cost.
Somili and Aishwarya are in the final year of college. Like many Indian students, they've dreamt of travelling abroad for their postgraduate studies. Engineering students, they want an MTech degree from an Ivy League college. But now, they're open to the idea of studying in a foreign university in India.
Most of the time what happens, we are not able to go outside abroad for various reasons, like maybe our parents are not allowing, or maybe due to some financial problems. So if foreign universities are coming in India and setting up their campuses here, so it will provide a great opportunity. Our quality education will be increased.
I had to go abroad, then I have to apply for a financial loan, a student loan, which may not be affordable for our parents to pay later. I think this is of a great problem.
India has taken a step toward allowing leading foreign universities such as Yale, Oxford and Stanford to set up campuses and award degrees as part of an overhaul of higher education. Higher Education Regulator, the University Grants Commission,
on Thursday unveiled a draft legislation for public feedback that facilitates entry and operation of overseas institutions in the country for the first time. While everyone welcomes what is being described as liberalization of education, there are some concerns about the move.
Question from our end is, what level of teachers are going to come? Is it the first category, the second or the third? So I feel somewhere we have to first understand what are the norms that are being set up for bringing these universities to India.
British Council will consult with the sector in the UK to collect feedback on the terms and conditions and the details of it.
Students welcome the decision to allow foreign universities to set up campuses in India. And while there are some concerns about the replication of the quality of education, campus life and campus experiences in India, students say the opportunities far outweigh the concerns. With camera person GD Shankar in Kolkata, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
With attacks against minorities continuing, the centre has rushed more soldiers into Rajouri in Jammu and Kashmir. The state government is also setting up new village defence councils, armed villagers who can ward off attacks.
Hundreds of Jawans of the CRPF deployed in Rajouri 5 days after a horrific terror attack. 6 people, including 2 minors, were killed in terrorist attacks on Sunday evening and a subsequent IED attack at the Dangri village in Rajouri. Since then, the army, the police and the CRPF have launched a joint operation to track down the attackers behind the targeted killings.
जो है टेररिस्ट को न्यूट्रलाइज करने के लिए भी ऑपरेशन जारी हैं और इसके लिए जो पुलिस ने इनाम का भी जो है वो अनाउंस किया है और जो है वो 10 लाख इसमें इनाम रखा गया है तो बाकी एक्स्ट्रा जो है कुछ फोर्सेस आए हैं.
This is the second time in a little over a year that the centre has rushed more troops to J&K. In October 2021, 6 battalions of paramilitary forces, which is around 6,000 troops, were rushed to Kashmir following targeted attacks. Now another 1,800 CRPF troops are being inducted in Rajouri. Over 70 battalions of the CRPF, which is 1/3 of its total strength, are deployed in J&K. In the last 1 year, there has been a major uptick in attacks against migrant Hindus. There have been 14 killings targeting migrant workers, Kashmiri Pandits and Hindus in Kashmir. As part of efforts to step up security, village defense communities are being reactivated in the region. The VDCs are armed with 303 rifles and will also be given SLR rifles to defend against terrorist attacks.
बाद उनका जो हमारे में इधर डांगरी में कैंप लग गया, रफले चेक होने शुरू हो गई. इतना अच्छा है सरकार का जो हमारे गांव में ऐसा जो कैंप लगाया है वही अच्छा है.
For the last 5 days, a massive search operation is going on to track down militants behind Sunday's terror attack on Hindu families here at Dangri village. 10 additional companies of CRPF have already reached here and VDCs are being revamped. In Dangri village, Rajouri, Nazir Masoodi, NDTV.